Hi, welcome back to the Trust Your Worth podcast, the podcast that helps you tap in to the power of knowing your worth. My name is Brittany, and thank you so much for joining me today. Hooray. Wherever you are, I hope it's a glorious, magical day for you today. Okay, so last week we talked about protecting your energy, and I hope that you did the worth work to protect your energy because your energy is so important. And I hope that you are cherishing it and that you are also finding ways to replenish it. So if you haven't checked out that episode, that's episode 32 of season 2. Today I'm talking about daily inspiration and the accounts that I absolutely love and that I look up daily sometimes, but that really inspire me and that I wanted to share with you because they bring me joy and I wanted to share them with you today in the hopes that they bring you joy and daily inspiration. Golly. Okay, so my first account that I absolutely love, this is on Instagram, is called We the Urban. And they are super inspirational, especially every month they sort of release positivity for the month. They literally have 7 million followers. That's amazing. There is also a book of a bunch of the quotes they have. I love their aesthetic. Here are just some examples. So the most recent post is 11 things about anxiety, or 9 things about pleasure, or not sure who needs to hear this, but your birth month and your reminder. October. So I hope October is good to you. Observing, not absorbing in October. Organization in October. Openness in October. Overflow of abundance in October. Overcoming in October and owning your power in October. Enter October with faith that what's meant for you is already on its way. So I've sent so many of these to dear friends of mine because they just remind me of them and they're super inspirational. So another one, I hope your October isn't just less hard. I hope it's actually good. And they do collabs with people sometimes, and so that's exciting too. But if you just need like a daily inspiration, there are so many good quotes on here. And I feel like they're all about personal inspiration and healing. Another page that I absolutely love is called Self Care with Wall, and it's all one word. And again, many, many followers. But a lot of the information that I share with you guys has come specifically from this page. And some of them are really fun, and some of them you just see and you're like, oh, yep, you got me. Yeah, I needed to hear that hard truth that that really got me. So, for example, maybe you didn't get what you wanted because you deserve more. Don't be so hard on yourself. And sometimes they come with like different pictures that are super fun. So I like how they're different. Like every post is different and inspirational. So if you just need a quick little pick me up, then there is Self Care with Wall. One of my favorite ones is called You Give Me Good Vibes _ I love this one because most of the posts that pop up for it are some of them are really hilarious. Like they're they're silly motivational quotes. So if you need a good laugh but also just needs like a pick me up or inspiration. And again, sometimes super hard truths where you're just like, "No," but it's so relatable and you just need to hear it. Like they're so great. Here's one. There's a study that shows that having a 12-minute talk with a friend can change your whole way of thinking. This is a reminder that I always have 12 minutes for you. Another one is like, "Oh, is you okay? I'm just trying to have a nice day despite knowing facts and information." So like super silly ones. "I have to work because the baby is expensive." In parentheses, I'm the baby. So funny, silly ones and then other serious ones. Another one that I love, when you just like need to smile or like just need a happy little moment with yourself. If you're feeling depressed, just look this one up. So That Good News Girl, she tells a good news story daily. A lot of them are about animals, but some of them are not. Just about really good people who helped each other out. So I really like these little stories that you can have pop up in your feed daily. Okay, the next one is for my astrologers out there. So if you are super into astrology, my man, Mr. Chris Corsini. The amount of times I told my friend, like, oh my gosh, Chris, like, gave my horoscope this month, and it was dead on. Like, I was terrified at how accurate it was, but also so excited because I was like, okay, things to look forward to, things to work on. But he has a gift. His name is Chris Corsini, ChrisCorsini, and he does a monthly horoscope that is just honestly life-changing. So if you're into astrology, I'm an Aquarius. That is my sun. But it's also, his horoscopes apply to your moon and your rising. So whatever those may be, I forget what mine are, but like, love Chris. If you just want like a monthly guidance, then check him out. Super fun. Some podcasts that I really love to listen to that inspire me. I like Jillian on Love by Jillian Turecki. She talks a lot about relationships, and I think it's super helpful to know how and why relationships work or don't work so that we can apply those lessons to our own lives and help to create better and stronger connections with ourselves and with others. And I think she does a really good job, especially with romantic relationships. Okay, and I'm obsessed with the Dating Detectives. So okay, the Dating Detectives deals with heavy stuff. But the reason I think it's important and why I like it is that it really is about women supporting women, but also, I mean, men, you can be involved in this too. Honestly, I think it might be helpful to listen to because the majority of the offenders in this podcast are men, but not always, are the perpetrators. So on this show, basically, these people tell their stories of how they were catfished or dogfished. They call it dogfish because like the person's appearance doesn't change, but like how they act change dramatically. So some people have had to deal with stalkers. Another episode, their significant other ended up cheating on them with their own mother. That one was like absolutely crazy. Also, one of the hosts is a private detective, and some of the stories she tells on trying to find like cheaters is like absolutely cray, and it's like tea, but also at the same time you see how, again, relationships aren't working, and a lot of the signs to look out for when you are dating to be able to protect yourself. And also, I love that the women, especially like when they tell their stories, they get to connect with other women who have gone through similar things. And it's just inspiring, this community that they've made to be able to help each other and to share their stories, and also to help each other, like, especially as women, like to recognize that dating sometimes can actually just be so dangerous, and what to look out for and maybe how to get out of those situations. There's a lot of financial stuff too, where like people will just take all their money, and like kind of how to recover from that, or how to look out for the signs, or if you're struggling with gaslighting, or you just struggle with romantic relationships in general, like this might be very helpful for you. But I listen to it, and I don't know, I think those are the reasons I enjoy it, but also I think they're making an important space to be able to tell those stories of caution so that we can learn from people's mistakes, and also like help ourselves if you ever find yourself in those horrible situations that these people find themselves in. There is a way out, and there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, and like you can get the help and resources you need. So I just the Dating Detectives, check it out. Okay, and the podcast that I listen to really just laugh and to giggle and just experience joy sometime when I just need some humor in my life, there's two that I really like. One of them is called Two Idiot Girls, and it's with Drew Afualo and Dason Afualo, and their sisters. Most of you probably know who Drew is, But her and her sister's relationship and dynamic is so funny, and they talk about like fun books that they're reading or TV shows that they're watching. So it's a nice sort of fun time for me to just relax. And most of the times I agree with the majority of their opinions, and it's a fun listen, and I really like it. And then the other one is called So True with Caleb Heron. And the amount of times I've cried laughing, like listening to this on my way to work, too many times. Caleb is just so funny. He's just this wonderful, funny man who is a comedian by trade, but does this podcast and has a lot of very interesting and fun people on his podcast. So if you just need like a good laugh, so check out So True and Two Idiot Girls if you just want a good laugh. I don't know, maybe you won't have the same humor as me, but I feel like Caleb especially is for everyone. Like, he kills me. He's so funny. And he just brings me joy, and I just want to share that with you. Okay, so those are some of the accounts that really do inspire me and bring me joy. And just when I need a little pick-me-up, I will put one of those shows on, or not necessarily the Dating Detectives, but yeah, some accounts that inspire me and that I hope will bring you happiness and joy too. So please share with me some of your favorite accounts that you love and that bring you daily inspiration, because I think it's so cool. I know that social media has so many cons, like it's not the greatest for our brains, and especially dopamine. But there are some amazing things that are happening, especially when it comes to access to creators and to art that we never would have had the chance to seek out before because we didn't have any way to find it. But with this crazy World Wide Web, there are so many things that can take our time and attention and energy. So I hope that you spend time on things that like actually make you smile and actually make you happy. Because I think if you haven't laughed in a day, then what are we doing? Happiness is should be all around you, and hopefully is a part of your daily life. So your worth work this week, seek out art that makes you happy. Like whether that's like a TV show or a movie or a page that you absolutely love or a podcast that just brings you joy. I hope that it inspires you to not only tap into the feelings of happiness and joy, but also inspires you to create your own art, not necessarily to share with the world. And while I hope you do share your art with the world, like you don't have to, like do it for the joy of creation because you love to do it. And I honestly think that you'll find an audience and you'll find people who appreciate what you're creating. So if you're feeling just like down and out, I hope that you find little pockets of joy. And maybe some of these accounts will maybe help you find that joy. And if you're listening to this, thank you for listening. I hope that you check out my other episodes. And the whole purpose of this podcast is to help you to know your worth. No matter who or how you are, in all forms of who you are worthy and loved and enough. And also, I really hope to inspire you, and I really hope to bring you joy, because I think everyone deserves to have joy every day. I wish that every day could be a perfect day, and I know it's not, like life is hard, but I hope that we can at least experience one pocket of joy every day. As always, you can find me at trustyourworth.com or on Instagram at trustyourworthpodcast. Also on TikTok. And if you want to follow my fun page, that just another facet of something that brings me joy, you can find me at Brittany L. So BritneyElle_. I think that's the one on Instagram. And then on TikTok, it's Brittany _ELLE. Could be worse. I really should know. I'm so sorry. But follow me there if you want to. I'm just having a fun time. If no one has told you today, thank you for being you, and thank you for creating your art, and thank you for bringing so many people joy. And, you know, sometimes there are people out there who you don't even know that you bring so much joy to. So thanks. I appreciate you. And don't forget to trust your worth. All right. Thanks again for listening, and have a great day. Love you. Bye.